Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I want a lot of questions from you because I want to solve all your problems regarding use of what? Use of Excel. So in the case of anything that you need clarity about, please, like I was telling you last time, some people were saying we were trying to autofill using date, but it wasn't doing what? Wasn't working out. Like now, if today is the 11th of what? Of November 2000 what? 22. Probably maybe tomorrow can be 12 of November 2022. Then the other day, which is Sunday, will be 13th of November, of course, 2000 what? 22. Eh, but like I said, you have to speak because now I had forgotten to change the size. I believe this is a bit small. You cannot be able to see what I'm doing, but then you're just keeping quiet. You don't need to keep quiet. We have to keep doing what?
I can't see.
Can you view my screen very
Yes.
well? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is enough. Let me maybe if we have items here, let me hope we have items here. Items, maybe price, maybe quantity. Then status. If we are to have maybe bread, we have maybe sugar, we have salt, we have maybe meat here. So we can have maybe bread costing 7K. Then we go to sugar of maybe 5K. Then we have salt of 1.5. Then we have meat of maybe 15,000. Right? There is 1 kg. There is maybe 2 sockets. Then we have sugar, which is also 1 kg, and then the bread of it is 1 loaf. So then we can say maybe this was paid. This was maybe unpaid. And then if this one is also paid, just type of P. When the other paid comes, just press enter. You go to the next one, put P. When it comes, press enter. You move like that. Now let's assume we have other items here whose status is also what? Is also paid. So what you do is, of course, you remember that you just do what? You autofill by doing this. So it will do what? It will populate. That is what I asked you on that you get. So that one can work on either text or numbers, right? Now, what you have not to forget is always to save. Make sure you always save your work because every change you make must be saved. So being that we have not yet saved this work, you have to go to File or the Home menu here. after clicking on home, obviously, sorry that I'm not using the Windows computer, so you may not be able to view what actually you view on your machines. Yeah, otherwise mine, when I go to save, it will bring for me the save dialog box, the one you are seeing. Yes, this one you can view it regardless of which operating system you are using. Yes. Now, allow me to hide this, and also I want to okay. Okay, let me save it where on desktop. We can give it, we can call it what? Okay, let us move. Now, for example, if you need to use auto increment like 1, or we can say maybe D001. These are like maybe IDs 002. And maybe the next person is D003 like that. But you want to use the same format to the rest. So what you do is you highlight the first two. You get, there is a difference between highlighting the last one and highlighting the first two. You see, when I undo and I come here and I only highlight this last one and I come here to do auto filling, it is going to auto fill the rest, but it is going to be using the last one, only this one. So meaning that all of the cells are going to be filled with what? With the D002. Yet that is good enough. This one has been given already. We have done it. But now the exact format should be that you highlight both of them, then you come here down so that it does what? It auto increments. Yes, because now let's assume maybe if you do 1 and 2 and 3, then you come to highlight, then come down, it will auto increment, right? Like that. But the moment you just come and probably you have only 1, and then you probably come here and auto fill, it will give everything will be given 1. You get. So allow me to first bring my charger briefly. Just 1 second, is give me a sec. I bring the charger, and then we can proceed. Yeah, let us continue. Let us continue. Now, there is something else that I had from members that, you know, graphs were a bit hard for them. I'm repeating it so that at least we can also understand the graphs very well. Let me first copy this information from here, that is sheet 1, and I copy it to a new sheet, which I'm adding down here. Then I can paste. Let me hope you are seeing my screen, because I don't want to be speaking when I'm not presenting to you. Are you able to see my screen that I'm sharing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But you can keep sending in your questions, so I'm able to probably maybe address them. Then let's assume you want to represent these items on a what? On a bar graph, right? This is what I told you last time. What you do is make sure what you do is you make sure you highlight the columns that you want to do what? You want to present on a what? On a graph, right? Yeah. This is what happens. This is what happens. You highlight this one, then you highlight this one as well. Then you go to what we call the insert option. This one, insert menu. Then look for the graphs here, whatever kind of graph, depending on what you want. For example, we can choose this one, and then we are able to do what? To pick whatever graph of our choice. And then you realize that this one brings out content, but not in a way that you do what you like, you get. Yes. Then when you still use the same, you can come back on insert, and then when you come, you choose a graph, you know, of maybe this one, and then you will realize that, okay, of course it represents items as well as their what? Their prices. Then you are able to do what? To see them. Yeah, let me check. Okay, someone says, I've just joined from Ongeta campus, so I can't access the recent quiz. Okay, no problem. What we have agreed is make sure, because the recent quiz expired, but make sure you don't miss the what? The upcoming ones. Yeah. So, and you see, even the way how things are moving in line with the Ebola, you never know what happened to secondary schools might even happen to what? To campuses. A day may come and then the government is like, you know what? You have to close on this particular date, meaning that now the one who does not have coursework is most likely not to make it. So let us try to adjust accordingly. Then sometimes you can have very many, maybe you may have a lot of content. You may have a lot of content. Let me just show you something small. Let's assume maybe you have 1,000. Sometimes you don't, you know, even, for example, now here we can skip and say, here we have pens, then here we have books, and then here we have maybe phones, right? So now I want to hear from you by just typing how many cells have between here, how many cells have the content. Because sometimes you may have very many cells, but you want to find out how many cells have the content you get, excluding the empty ones. So for our case, how many have content? But can you hear me? If you are able to hear me, at least you suggest something.
Yes, we have 7 that are having content.
Very, very good. Yes, that is why when we say use this now, we have what we call the count function. Now, count function. Let's hope here we have maybe 1,000. We have maybe 4. So now this count will basically count for you the number of cells with numbers as in digits. You get? Yeah, now the way how you can see, we have from here we have every cell has a value, but now this formula called count will only count out those cells that have only digits. But if you want to count out those ones with what we call letters or words, actually words. What you do is you just do the same, but this time around, you use what we call count A. Yes, count A, then specify from which, so for it, this count A will basically, actually for it, it will only, will return all the cells, like the number of cells with the value, as in with the both letters and what, and the numbers, so long as a cell has what, has something in it. That is what count A returns. Okay, I see another question representing content on what? On a pie chart. Let's assume we are going to represent people's age here. Let's say maybe this person is, sorry. Okay, maybe number of the quantities. Bread is maybe we have 5. Then we have maybe 10 kilograms of sugar. We have 2 packets of salt, and then maybe 13 what? 13 kgs of what? Of meat. So still, we just do the same. Make sure you highlight the sections that you want to do what? To represent on a graph. This time around, we want to represent our content on a pie what? On a pie chart. So what we shall do is you just come still to insert, you come here, and then you can choose whatever type of chart that you feel like using. So it will basically bring out for you this pie chart. Then we can rename it and say maybe quantity. Yeah, we can just say maybe quantity is the title. Then you see, sometimes you may not know, but at least there is a key down whereby you know that blue belongs to bread, then this orange belongs to sugar, salt is the gray, and the meat is the what? That color yellow. Or sometimes okay, let us save this one too and move this. Maybe we can rename this to graphs.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
I request from you how I can highlight 2 different columns that are not near to each other.
Okay, very good. What you do is you click on, for example, you're going to highlight the entire column. You click on the number where that column belongs, like now letter A. That letter A will select the entire what? The entire column. Then let's assume you want also to like highlight even the quantity. Then after highlighting the first column, what you do, hold down the control button on your keyboard. Hold it down, you place it, don't release the finger from it. Then after holding it down, you go and click on that other column you get. So it will automatically select whatever column that you click on once the control button is highlighted. Those ones using Apple machines, you hold down what we call the command button. So the way how I've done, I can even now go on to highlight even this other column by still pressing on the command or the control button. I click on this. So it will select that particular one. The same applies to when you want to deselect it. Still just hold it down, the control button or the command, depending on which type of machine you're using, and then it will select it. I hope I've answered your question. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Then Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
Yes, mine is that is it allowed to write the units, especially when you have written price, quantity? Is it allowed for a person to go ahead writing the units like shillings or kilograms like that?
Okay, very good. Now, let me show you. It is allowed, but let me take you through this one as well. Let me take you through this one. We can actually let us rename this to the country code. I mean, contact. Let me just add here. Names, address. We have you will excuse me for the noise that is in the background, but we are in a noisy area. Yeah. Now, here we can say maybe if our company, we belong to UMO 001, like that. So the next person will be UMO 002, like that. So we can have here John. But are you able to see my, I have to first increase a bit. Can you be able to, can you read my what?
Yes, we can read.
Okay. Then we have maybe this person comes from Kampala, this comes from Kenya. Okay, actually, let me say this person comes from Uganda. Then this one from Rwanda. We have another Rwandese, then another Ugandan. And this is also from Uganda, and then another Kenyan. Yeah. Then let's assume we want these people 77. When we say 0778 6754 23, then this person is 0701 or 2 08 6754. Then the next one is 0789 090909. Then the next is 0712 45 67 45. Then this one is 0772 000001. This is 0752 986754. This one is 07 82 90 14 59 or 58. Yeah. Now, okay. Okay, someone was asking, can we maybe include the what? The shillings, the US dollars, something of that sort. I'm gonna show you how you can do it. Okay, this person pays maybe 300. Then this person pays 450. Then this person pays 12M. This one is 10,000. Then this one is maybe 200. Yeah, great. This is how you do it. you highlight the column that you want to convert to that what currency. For example, now we want our column for fees to be represented either in shillings or in what? Okay. A moment. Okay, let me share my screen. I was just confirming if, yeah, what you see is what I see. Great. Now, you see, you highlight the column that you want to convert. Then make sure you are under home. Now, those people using maybe Microsoft Office 2010 and beyond, you may not have the item called home, but you may have something like maybe file. You get file. Okay. Now, when you have file or home, what you do is you make sure you're under home, then you see where there is general. I'm hoping you are seeing where there is general. Hope you can see my cursor where I'm moving around. Below general, we have the dollar symbol. When you click on this dollar symbol, now let's assume you want to convert it to US what? US dollars you get. So you see it automatically does what? It adds it. But now just imagine you want to add it to what? To Uganda shillings. But can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's assume you want to convert it to Uganda shillings. But now after clicking here, you don't see any symbol for what? For Uganda shillings. What you do, just come to the last option called the more accounting formats. Click there. When you click on that, then you will realize that, of course, you come where there is currency. You get. Now, currency is going to be here. What you do, you click here. All currencies are defined within this operating system, Office application. So what you do is you look for Uganda. UG, where is UGX? Very good. This one, I believe you know that we use UGX. So you click on UGX, it comes there, and then press what? Press OK. So now you realize that now our currency has been converted from US dollar now to what? Now to Uganda shillings. Have you gotten that?
Yes, sir.
Let's now go to this. For example, you want to basically convert this to, you want to give it what we can say, what can we say? You want to give it a standard country code. You know, Uganda uses +256, then other countries like Kenya, 254, then Dubai, they have their own, you know, each country has their own what? Unique country code. So you highlight the one we want to do what? To convert. Then what we do, now this one, after converting this column, before we go to the what? To country code. Now all the next ones, for example, now we have someone called like that, is from where? Is from TZ. Then is using 0758. Yeah. Then this time around, when you attempt to type the fee, when you put 700,700 like that and press enter, it will be automatically converted. I believe you have seen. So it automatically does what? It converts the what? It automatically converts that one. Then let's assume we want to do what? We want to convert this to the country code. Yes, country code. What you do, you highlight, then right click inside the highlighted area, just right click. Then you go to an option called format what? Format cells. You get. When you reach where there is format cells, then under this list, go where there is custom. You get. Now, where there is custom, you will come here where there is type. Remove this word, which is general. Remove it. Just highlight and erase it. Then you say plus 2, 5, 6. You get. Actually, we can add an hashtag. Let me see. If we add the hashtag, what happens? Then you say okay. So now you see that the plus 256 has been added automatically. Have you seen?
Yes.
Yeah, please help me. Just help me, because what I'm training you is what you will need when you go in the field. This, it may not be in the notes, but trust me, it will be in the exams. You will find it in the interviews when you go to apply for jobs that require this what? This application. So I want you to understand. That is why feel free always to ask whatever question you want to know, so that you benefit from this course. You see, now I have read someone is like from Monjeta campus and he has just joined. Try to engage me as much as you can via all the available avenues where there is a need, you get, because I need to help you and make sure you get something out of this before the semester ends. Yeah, because the exam that is going to be done will be the same exam, either you're from Masaka, Rubaga, Ngozi, Ngeta campus, everywhere. So it is upon you to lead this. Okay.
Thank you. No line.
Please, Mr.
Then Michael says they are that they can't hear me. What is happening? You can't hear me?
We are hearing this.
I'm seeing messages that people cannot get
We are
me. Those who cannot hear me, try to check your what? Your networks. Yeah. Then for filtering, I believe you remember what we did. For example, now I want to return only people who are from where? From Uganda. What I will do is I will just highlight this column, and then I make sure I'm under what? Under data. Yes, I come to data. After clicking, I think, am I still there?
No.
The computer has switched me off. Okay, I'm back, I think. Okay. Let me check. I want to first, I don't know what happened to the rest of the members. We started when we were around 60 something, now we are 40. Could be that I'm boring you, but sorry for that.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Excuse
please.
me.
Yes.
The Wi-Fi has disappeared at campus and now we are sharing phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry for that. Sorry. What we can do is good enough. We are recording the what? The session. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Ronald.
So I wanted to ask you, can I do any arithmetic with that column now, like that one of P, which has UBH? Can I do any arithmetic when that word is there?
You want to do arithmetic on which column? On which column?
P is the fifth column.
Which column?
I went and because the white was off totally.
Leonard, I cannot hear you.
70 dentists. No, just to send an image.
Sir, the fifth column.
Oh, for example, now let's say we want to find out the total what? The total fees for all of these what? For all these people.
Okay.
So what we can say, we say equals what? Equals sum, open our brackets, then we just highlight from here up to the last one, then we close the brackets and press enter. It will automatically do what? Give you an answer, because the other one is just a format, but it does not affect the what? The arithmetic. It will just instead carry it on and apply it even to your answer. That is why now if we say maybe we have another person called maybe James, and then this James is also from TZ, and then we say James is on 0788 776655, and we press enter. Remember, this one starts with 07, so the computer will automatically also convert it to +256. So these ones, I mean, those ones that have been added, those extensions does not, or they don't affect the what? The output of the cell. Yeah. Yeah, well, like in a case we want to return only what? Only Ugandans. Let us first copy this. We copy and take it to another cell called what? We'll rename it to filtering. You right click and say filter and press enter. Then you paste. Then you let us highlight. You first increase this one. Now, let me hope everyone can see what the column for contact is returning. Can you see
Yes,
what is
sir.
very good? Now, is that what we entered? Is that what we entered in the contact column?
So we are somehow off.
Okay, those ones who are on, can you view my screen?
Yes, we are viewing it.
And I'm asking, you see that column of D for contact? And so I was asking, what you see, is that what we entered?
No.
Very good. Yes, we are learning, we are not arguing. So now, if this is not what we entered, so you never get scared whenever you see this. This is not an error, but this means that your column width, my computer has gone off. Let me just try to wait. The one I'm using to share. Okay, finally, it is back. Let me share again. Yeah. Now, if this is not what we did, what we entered, never be scared every time you see this. But this means that the width of this column or of that particular column D is no longer enough to accommodate the content of the cells. So now the easiest and recommendable solution to apply is to adjust on the size of the width. Last time I told you, you can adjust the size of the width by manually dragging the width of that particular column, or by automating it by double clicking at the end. For example, now I will just come here where this stops. I click, you see that the cursor also changes into now a plus symbol, I mean a cross. I click and start moving. So it will automatically bring back our content the way it is. Or I can do this. I can just come here at the end of that particular column and double click. This one will do what we call auto fitting, not auto filling. Auto filling, you know it, we apply it here. But now this is auto fitting. Double click, then it comes. Let me hope you are picking sense. And then when
Yes.
you come here, yes, you do the same, because now you see that this one is too much. I mean, there are many. They are no longer fitting in the same one in one or cell. So you just double click so that it auto fits what the content of the what? The content of the column.
This man was like, let me get negative effect programs.
Yeah. Okay. This computer is disturbing a lot. It has gone off once again. But let me see if it returns, or I have to do something. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, I wanted to, let me first do this. Or the computer has a few stuff that is making it a bit slow. Just a moment, my computer is frozen. Okay, good, it is back. Okay. Okay. Now I want us to actually first end this session, and then we join into something else.